Okay, here's one thing. In Northwestern University, they did some research where they took some metaphors and they asked a group of people to say, when you think of negotiating, which metaphor best describes your emotional feeling about it when you approach the topic of negotiation? The vast majority of men said, it's like winning a ball game. That was the main metaphor they picked. Guess what the women picked? Going to the dentist. 4 is interesting. Is there a possibility of? So when people say, well, is there a possibility of a discount? That's a very nice thing to say. In fact, for the women negotiating, here's some ways that women can negotiate better. 1, don't treat this whole process of asking questions like going to the dentist. 2nd, treat it like a conversation. And 3, ask on behalf of a friend. That means when you ask questions, is there a possibility of and then you put the name of your colleague, would like to know. Even if he isn't even thinking of asking the question. Because then it doesn't seem so direct. That's from you. You don't seem so grasping, and so how is it greedy? When in fact, sometimes you ask a question like this, and suddenly, ka-ching, you add several thousand or million euros to the bottom line. Hypothetical question, so let's take a look. The what if and suppose that is a very nice kind of question too, and that actually helps you to explore possibilities. So, Greta, what if we could give you a 20% year-on-year reduction on that interest rate? Could you do this for us? Now, I'm not offering her a concession. It's a hypothetical concession, just to see whether she is willing to come up with something from her side. So that's a great question to use again. Again, when you use questions like this, you don't seem to be the grasping, greedy, dominating, aggressive party. So if you think about it, a lot of these questions are questions that you and I would ask in a kind of a conversation. And for all of you who would like to do better in negotiations, treat it like that, as a conversation. But a conversation which is require you to go back and to have done a lot of planning before that.